Myself and Vivida have had the joy of using the DitoGear motion control equipment over the course of the last 2 to 3 months or so. And we've used it with time-lapse and also used it with real-time motion control. It's not an easy system by any means. It does take a bit of understanding and a bit of knowledge, and that's why I have people like Cornell here to help take the load on the technology side of things. But just wanted to kind of go over a few of our findings from using it over the past few months or so. So it's great because you can invest to a level that works for you, and that makes a big difference to me. So at the beginning you could decide that you only want to invest in a slider and also maybe some basic motion control like a pan, but then you could go all out, which is pan, tilt,
lens control, and there are even jibs that you can put on the slide, so go crazy and get rid of all the limitations.
So that's a great thing. You could invest to a small degree or to a large degree, and you can also grow with the system as they release new gadgetry. T'Rantula GO system is fantastic because it's lightweight and it's a modular system again, so you could take a slide from 1 meter and then you could extend it by adding some extra rods or rails to make that 2 meters, for example. But there are some limitations.
The T'Rantula GO is mainly designed to do time-lapse and stop-motion moves on a horizontal plane. When you are looking to do any slopes or reveal shots, you need to use a different slider.
So we had an application where we realised that we were going to fly to Austria, and we knew that we wanted to be able to move the camera up and down, but we wanted the movement to be in real time, so not over the course of half an hour or 2 hours, but in maybe a 30-second movement or a 10-second movement. So we invested in the Omni slider. Now the great thing is the payload that it can accept is far increased. So we successfully had the C300 Mark II with the Shogun 4K.
With a big fluid head on top of it as well.
And it successfully was able to lift it and then also drop it down in a very controlled manner.
The main limitation of the Omni slider, on the other hand, is the fact that it's a one solid piece of metal, which, depending on the size that you choose, might be 1.5 meters, and it's also significantly heavier. You can't just put it in your suitcase.
We do a lot of travel throughout London, for example, and we use public transport to get to locations within the heart of London. So if you had a 2 meter Omni slider with the metal case, you would be hard pushed to fit that inside a taxi, and you'd find it very difficult and awkward to get on a train at rush hour. So you need to be very, very careful about the length of slider that you choose. But we use both of them. It's a different tool for a different job, the right tool for the right job.
Another key feature of the Evolution system is the way that you control it. You can use an app that currently is only available for Android. It allows you to program every single axis individually with a number of different keyframes.
This is a piece of equipment that, yes, it is a reasonably sizable investment. It's not the most expensive system out there. In fact, it's very reasonable for what you get. But you do need to invest some time in terms of setting up and understanding the system, much like you would do if you were setting up a Movi or a Steadicam. So it's really key that you allow some time to set up. If speed is your thing, speed of deployment, the DitoGear may not be the right tool for you. But if you want something that's precise and that's flexible and that can scale with your production, then we give DitoGear a thumbs up.